Hello guys, what's up? So we're back with another video. So this is another update on my record collection. So we got here the Kentucky one-man band Panopticon's new album, which I think is his best yet. This is one of my favorites of the year, probably in my top 5 of the year so far. He's a band black metal. It's kind of like a scene of like leftist versions of black metal. To counteract, I think, the disgusting right wing, like NSBM scene. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible scene. It's really good. Strangely beautiful. You know, we wouldn't expect that from metal, but it is. Really great riffs and atmosphere. Really, really good release overall. Like I said, one of my favorites of the year. Probably my top 5. Next up, this is one of my favorite hip hop releases ever. It's so cool to have this on vinyl. This is Underground Volume 1, 1991 to 1994 by 666 Mafia. Later they went by 36 Mafia, but that's what they went under this. So this is Memphis rap. They're from Tennessee. There's some horrorcore in there. Some of the best beats I've ever heard in my life. It's kind of just basically stuff they made before their first album. Really, really good stuff. Mind blowing, super hypnotic. Just really, really good. And then next up we have Inferno by Boards of Canada. So Boards of Canada dropped their first album in years, and it's really good. Not as good as GeoGad 80 or Music as the Right to Children or whatever, but still really, really good stuff. Maybe their third best of their studio releases, if I had to say. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as in Beautiful Day on the Country. I might actually, Campfire Head Phase is also really good. Maybe I would prefer that one a bit more over this. But this is still really good stuff. Really happy to have this. Very great return from them. And they've kind of shown their dominance. They're from Scotland, by the way. They're not from Canada. But they've really shown their dominance as one of Electronic Fest. So next up we have Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. St. Louis, Missouri, born. I don't know. I know he was born in Missouri, but he grew up in Michigan, Detroit. Yeah. I see this as one of the best hip hop albums of the 2000s. I will admit that Eminem is a pretty overrated artist, but I still really like this album. I think Stan is also one of my favorite hip hop songs. I can see some people not really liking this because it is very edgy and kind of immature at times. But I still do think it's really good. One thing that's kind of weird is it says Kim there, but it's replaced by some song called The Kids instead. It's like him doing his South Park impression and all this other stuff. I don't know. But I think it's a better inclusion because I thought that song was pretty funny. I liked it a lot more. Next up we have You by Underscores. This is her new album. I don't think it's quite as good as Wall Socket, but it's still really good. Comes with this little card. That's cool. The record is clear. Yep. It's mostly EDM influence. It's not really all rock influence like Wall Socket was, where Wall Socket kind of mixed electronic and rock and electropop and all that stuff. This is mainly EDM, electropop, very electronic focused. But it still has some really great builds and build-ups, and build-ups and progression and falls and all this other stuff. Every song kind of has a coherent rhythm that leads to a monstrous drop. Some really good stuff. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching.